Hey there everyone, my name is Andrew. This is Canadian Starships. Welcome to air our live stream tonight. This might very well, maybe, be the last live stream where we are actively doing work on the 1/650 scale Enterprise D project. With any luck, it'll be the last live stream where we're actively working on it. So I hope that you're all doing well tonight. We have Ken here producing. Say hi, Ken.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing tonight, sir?
Oh, I'm doing well. And you?
I am doing well. It was a bit of a scramble to get to the live stream tonight. I had to do the drive to pick up the kids from the grandparents today, but I'm home, made it, and we are live. So, you know, if things are a little bit crazy. Oh, really? I didn't save my streaming software last week before I closed it.
So we have the big time delay?
No, I shouldn't have it. That should be fine. Where is it? It just means I have to go to my file and grab this and throw it in here, and then I've got to say, please bear with me. I didn't have that in my software.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not so bad. That's a quick fix.
Yeah, I didn't have that in my software, but you might have to bear with me a little bit tonight, just because I have not had time to get ready. I do have my tea, Earl Grey hot tonight. It's in the Science Officer Spot cup.
Nice. Well, tonight we have several people joining us already here. We have Todd's here. He said made it just in time.
Welcome, Todd.
We also have Ben from Ben's Builds. He says good evening.
Welcome.
Someone new to the HDM family. It's Wolf60. He says good evening, everyone. How are you guys?
Welcome to the live stream.
Yeah, he said, everyone, how are you? Gave a like. I'm not sure.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Make sure you give a like. I think that's probably what he means to say.
There we go. Alan Kelly's here. He says hello, everyone.
Welcome.
Of course, we have Gordon from the UK saying hi, guys.
Good evening.
And look who it is. It's Russ from Cosmic Quest Hobbies. Welcome, Russ.
And then don't forget, we've got the other Ben here as well.
Oh, sorry. And I just clicked off of it when you clicked on it.
Yeah, we have the other Ben here as well.
Sorry, Ben. I missed you there.
Yeah, so not to confuse the two of them.
All right. So it's good to see who's here and talking to us.
Yeah.
And let us know what you're working on tonight while you're at your bench, if you're watching at your bench.
Just like how Wolf60 says, my Millennium Falcon model build is coming along great, along with my 2 new Star Trek Enterprise models. Now the question is that which Enterprise is it? NX-01, TOS, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Well, I don't think there's an H, but
there's a lot of those that don't. Well, there's a few of those that don't make kits for.
Yeah, there's general. You can find a way. You can always find a way.
Yes. Russ says he's working on his RC rover.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Very cool. All right, so like I said, hopefully tonight is the last live stream that we're going to be actively working on the Enterprise D here. We're going to start by flipping her over on her back, and getting decals down on the underside of the model. Once those are on, we will lock everything in with a matte clear coat, and then I will mask off the chiller grills and get those painted. We'll lock all that in with some matte clear coat as well. Give the whole thing a few more good goes with the matte clear. And and before we do all that, I will uncover, I should say, all of the nav lights, and we'll get several coats of clear coat of matte on it, and then we will hook everything up to the final electronic setup, so that when it goes off to Blair, he can set it up with whatever base he wants, and connect everything in. So that's what we are working on tonight. We've got Ricardo here.
Hey, Ricardo, welcome. And Jody's here. He's working on a chicken quesadilla.
Okay, is that a 1-to-1 scale?
Let's see here. Wolf says Polar Lights, USS Enterprise, NCC 1701, and Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and USS Enterprise, NCC 1701, Star Trek Into Darkness.
Oh, wait, so is that 3 separate? Polar Lights, Enterprise, 1701, Star Trek Strange New World. Oh, so no, that's 2. So it's the Polar Lights, 1701, Strange New Worlds, and then it's the Enterprise, 1701, Into Darkness.
Oh, perfect.
Got it. Got that sorted. And Jody says 2x scale quesadilla. It's huge. Got it. And then of course Ben is working on his Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, his holodeck. Looking forward to seeing some of that there. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I saw that he's got to figure out how to do Moriarty himself, because there's no action figure for Moriarty.
That is correct. I did see that.
Or you could always redress a action figure from the Nanny.
Wolf says no. It's 2 models. Just one's from the movie and one from the TV show. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. It just took me a moment to figure that out.
And Ben's build says he's not working on anything tonight.
No?
Yeah, but he says, but I have the printers printing some model parts for another night.
Got it.
And Trent's here as well. Welcome, Trent. Good to see you.
It's going to take me a while to associate that username with Trent.
I know. It's taken me a little bit too. Yeah. It helps when Ricardo's next comment was, "Hey, Trent."
Yeah. All right. Let's start out by moving this thing onto the back bench, and then I'll get the foam pieces out, and we will flip it over on its back.
All right. So sounds good.
That's always an adventure in and of itself. So let's go. I had to move the other one off of the back bench here just before the live stream onto another desk, because I knew I'd need to transfer that one over before, and I needed somewhere to transfer it to temporarily in order to flip it over. All right. Just off camera, grabbing the foam pieces. And then I'll have to adjust the camera once we get this thing flipped over, because it'll be the surface will essentially be further away from the camera. And so
Ken's here from Ken's Model Shop. Welcome.
Good evening. This is always a process that I think worries other people more than it worries me. Okay.
Well, we know you have that metal armature in there for the nacelles, so that really helps.
There it is. Let's bring it in a little bit more. Oh, that's probably too much. Need to step it in a little bit more. And there we go. Now the stand is covering an awful lot here, so I'm gonna remove the stand.
Now Wolf is asking a question.
Okay.
He says, what would you recommend to someone who is going back to Star Trek modeling? How would you do the models that I'm doing. Any recommendations? Possibly no lights / electrical work.
Are you saying no lights because you want to make them non-lit static models, or are you just asking if that's a good bit of advice?
He's asking if that's a good bit of advice.
Hey, I would say if you want them lighted, go for lighting. If you don't want them lighted, well, that's a whole other story. Now, I'm going to have to reference the studio model images tonight for everything on the bottom, because I don't have a great way of getting the other one upside down to mimic everything. Some stuff I know exactly where it's going to go. Other stuff I will need to reference the photographs. So I'm just going to make sure those are pulled up here. So like I said, if you want it lighted, there are many great ways to light the models today. Yep. So many great ways to light models today, actually. You've got your pick. Of course, I'm quite fond of the inner lighting system from Scale Electronics, which is a system that uses a Raspberry Pi, and the software included basically lets you set up your lighting the same way you'd set up a website with a web builder tool. It's super simple and easy. But there's also other options out there, which I'm sure the chat will delight in sharing with you all their favorite options.
Yeah, Jody says yes, lights. He says, but you can keep it simple. Very true. You can just get some places you can buy just a little board, or even just a little chip card type thing, and all it'll do is give you your navs and your flashers, if that's all you want.
Well, you can get just nav and flashers from like a flasher board from Ralph.
Tenant controls.
Yes. Sorry, my brain is shot already from all the driving and stuff. So took me a moment.
If you're just looking for a simple board like that, they're not too expensive or anything, and it just does those those couple things if that's all you want.
I'm a little tired tonight too.
Well, that's never a good thing on a streaming night.
Yeah. All right, so let's have a look at where is it going to pull this picture up here? Let's have a look at the saucer pictures, and let's find ourselves some good under the saucer reference photos here. These photos are kindly provided by Todd. Todd took had an opportunity to take some great photos of the studio model. So I'm just paging through the saucer photographs until we find some good under the saucer reference. And that doesn't show me any of the real placements. I need to confirm. I'll need to confirm registry placement, and I'll need to confirm transporter emitter placements.
While you're looking at that, let's see here. Alan Kelly says that he has a printed cockpit with Cylons for the Mobius Battlestar Galactica Cylon Raider TOS. And he says, I'm trying to decide how to improve the cockpit control console and other areas of the cockpit. Steve Martin has done interiors of that sort of thing. Yeah. He'd be a good resource.
You on the studio model picture here, you can see that they had something in the sensor band to give a little bit of detail in this. It's poking out on the model there.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep going. That's decent for the placement of the transporter emitters. Keep that in mind.
Todd's here saying I'm working website pics and pages today.
Oh, I can't stop yawning. Oh, there we go. That's one that we need. All right,
It's a
now
good view.
the registry isn't quite the right size, and I talked to Blair, and he just decided to go with the registry we have rather than wait to redo that artwork. So we are going with the registry we have for that. So I guess we'll start out with that main registry tonight, and then we'll go from there.
Steve
'Cause why
Copsy's
not?
here. He says, hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Doug Smith is here. Welcome, Doug.
Now, what's interesting, see this?
Yeah.
That could be a problem. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to have to go with it. But Lou didn't clearly notice that when he did the artwork for these decals, because let me switch over to the bench here. I mean, to my desk, my very messy desk right now.
Oh, it's Gibson style D.
He did the serifs on it just like it is on the top. Because if we go back, let me go back here. So the serifs are on the top. But the serifs are not supposed to be on the bottom.
Does that make it more like they did with the, or like what you did with the escape pods? That make it more accurate then, for probably what they wanted?
I'm not sure. Now, let me check the generations footage, because I know that when they were done filming Generations, before they packed it up in the box, they removed the D and they put an E on it. So, and then when they brought it out for the Christie's auction, they took the E off and they put the D back on. So let me just check that they did that properly by checking the Generations footage here.
Interesting. Wolf says, a friend of mine gave me a lighting kit that would work for bicycles, but I'm not sure they would work in any of my Enterprise model kits. I think that would really depend on.
Sorry, let me look at that. Let me look at that comment again, because how far behind are we on the?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
They're talking pretty quick here.
It depends on what kind of LEDs and what that's set up for.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if I can get a good look at that. I think there's one shot I'm looking for where I think we might be able to get a good look at it, and it might be after the saucer separates.
Alan Kelly says, Andrew, won't be a little sad to see your Enterprise move to its new home? Are you going to miss it?
Well, I can always build another one.
Ricardo says, Keith at Cosmic Scale Models sells a board for the strobes and nav lights of the Into Darkness Enterprise.
Okay, I wonder whose board he's selling.
I know I've ordered a board from him before, and it was of his own design.
Okay.
And you had to actually populate the board with all the parts.
Okay, we didn't get a look there. No look there, no look here. Okay. Now this is interesting. I don't know if you can see that.
That was hard to see. Yeah, Todd said it was so hard to shoot the underside of the saucer.
There we go.
Ah.
So this shot, I'm not okay. So this shot doesn't count because this is not the repaint for Generations. And the way I can tell very quickly is that it has the navigation light here, and that's not there on the Generations version. So this is a cut-in scene, probably from First Contact, but it's got the the extra serif.
Yeah.
And from here on out, you don't see anything on the bottom. So that's the only reference. So if our only reference in Generations is this shot, then we're going with that. And I'm not going to worry about it.
There you have it.
Heard it here first, folks.
We have a new viewer here. He's it's J. Trowbird. He
Welcome.
says, "Hello, I'm a beginner too. So much wanted to get some lights into models."
Yeah. Well, lighting sounds scary at first, but it really isn't. Soldering is not scary. Dealing with LEDs, resistors, if you need to, all that kind of stuff is not overly scary. I need to adjust this camera.
Todd says he was crawling around on the tile floor, shooting through the glass.
Yeah. There we go. But yeah, so the only it's frozen. I need a new up camera because this one is giving trouble. So I'm gonna cut this out.
Yeah, Todd said the top of that lower NCC 1701D should be even with those window cuts, and they didn't center it.
Yeah.
He said the serifs. Alan Kelly's asking, Ken, do you know someone who has parts or accessories for the Mobius Cylon Raider? I think he means the other Ken, not me, because I would have no idea. Let's see here. What else have I missed? Doug says, I shot the Seraph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Todd says they screwed up that D. They screwed that D up, putting it back on. It should have the serifs. The 4-footer does.
The 4-footer does? Okay. And
That's what
clearly
Todd
it
said.
had it, and clearly it had it on the TV show. So I need to go get some fresh water. So yeah, just bear with us while I go do that. I'll be right back.
That's a nice tip there, Ricardo, saying that Paragraphic sells a photo etch set if anybody has the Cylon Raider kit. Although Alan Kelly is saying that he does have the 3D printed ones. So Ben is saying he posted a link to an image in the sci-fi chat. Let's see what you're talking about.
What kind of a link? Is it an elf?
I was just looking. He's got one in the picture in the sci-fi. I think it's same one. No, it's different looking. Doesn't have the serif on it. If you take a look at that.
So I couldn't get that. I couldn't get that exact shot. Or maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that. Where am I here? There we go. Maybe it's just that I need to deal with the contrast, or whatever to
lighten it up.
Let's see. That doesn't really help. I got rid of the blue. Yeah.
Have you looked at the picture that he put up in Discord?
Yeah, I'm cross. Basically, I want to cross reference. Ooh.
There's also another comment here. Thundur is here. He says that there's another shot, but it's smaller and may not be able to make out the detail. He said the scene when the Enterprise goes into warp after Picard and Data
that's what
talk
I need.
in stellar cartography.
Yeah. So it looks like that was the way the so non-serif is the way that the model showed up for Generations, but you really have to work hard to see that there, because you really need to kind of enhance the image from the movie to see it, because the shot that he put up in the, let me just save it here. It's going to be in downloads. It's going to be here in downloads. Potato with me.
Todd says, Andrew, do you have all 80 of the Christie's shots from Jim Pugley's?
I have the Christie's, yeah. I typically go to the Christie's if your stuff doesn't have something. So this is the shot in Discord where you can really clearly see it. But that has to be either like a remastered or something, because the version of the movie I have, or the clips I got, I really had to do some work to see it. So it's both in the movie. So we're you know what, we're gonna go with what we have, and we're gonna like it. We're gonna go with what we have. And we're gonna like it. And this is
I like what Jody said. He said, "Who would actually even know the difference? Nobody would ever look at that model and go, that's the wrong D on the bottom."
Jody, you're talking about Star Trek fans. Now, the other issue we have is that the decal provided is also not quite the right size.
Todd Hud said, and another 46 shots from KG at the auction.
Oh, are there 2 sets of shots from the auction?
Yeah, he said another 46 shots from KG at the auction.
I've just got the standard Christie's auction shots. I didn't know that there were more. Because I'll show you the shots I have. Oh, let me put my face on here.
Yeah, Todd says I have a shot of the D pre-generations, and you can just barely see the serifs on the ventral D.
Where am I looking here?
Thunderer said that shot was about halfway through the movie.
Yeah. So here are, I'll show you. Here are the Christie's auction shots that I have. So I don't know which ones these are. They're just the ones that are typically. Oh, I need to I need to reset everything.
And now Ben's saying, yeah, something's way off with your screen contrast.
There we go. Yeah, I had to, I adjusted to pull the the freeze of the Generations movie, because sometimes if you're finding things online, sometimes they've been either touched up or they're regenerations of the scene from Generations. So here, let me run through these and make sure I can see everything properly on my various screens here. So these are all the shots I have from the Christie's Auctione. Of course, there's a good look at that D underneath there.
Yeah.
I mean, my other option is, I've clearly been using this picture and didn't change it back in my file because it's upside down.
Yep.
Because my other, okay, so my seam work and my finish work, even though it was like so difficult to get right on this model just because of the way it is, it's better quality than the studio model.
Once you guys are done watching the stream tonight, or at some point here, you can go check out the general discussion tab on HTM. There, you can see Russ has got some photos updating his RC Rover build.
Very cool.
Todd had mentioned that one photo, I believe, of the with the Klingon bird of prey behind it. He says it looks CGI.
Yeah.
I think that's the one he's talking about. He'll correct me.
So Todd, I see I see that you sent me that. I'm just gonna wait until after the live stream to download it, just so I'm not putting more stuff through my. It should be fine. I'll download it now. If the stream dies, it's not my fault.
Ben says when they remodeled the bridge for the movie, they stored the serifs on deck 9 3/4.
Well, and clearly they kept the original bridge somewhere because Jordy put it back for Picard season 3. He put the original bridge back. Okay, let's extract all and let's see what. Oh, you're seeing things.
There we go. Yeah, Todd had just said, "Show me one shot so I know which collection you have."
Yeah.
Wolf is asking where you can get a model of this size and how much would it cost?
Are you saying a built model or just the model kit? So let's look at these photos. Hello, computer.
Yeah. So let's assume that he means just the kit.
So the kit comes from Helios Models and Lighting. They are out of Germany. They are resin prints done in Hong Kong. So you have to contact Helios directly to order the kit. And then, yeah, no serif there. Then you have to, so they will put you in production queue, because these things are printed one at a time at the facility in Hong Kong. It will get sent to you from Hong Kong, and the metal armature and anything else that you order from them will come from them directly in Germany. So, you know what? We might need to. I'm starting to. This is why it says maybe. So I feel like I've got some of these. I feel like must have a combination of both. Oh, I have not seen this here before.
Interesting.
I have not seen. I have not seen that. That's likely a fastener, and I have not seen that fastener there. But you can see that there's another fastener here, because they've covered it with the tape or the sticker or whatever it is that they've covered it with.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that fastener exposed, and there's another one over here that's been covered, and there's here, 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 and here. So I'm curious how that construction worked. And of course, there's the coffee stains.
Steve Martin's here. He says, I probably won't notice if it was the wrong letter. And Steve, somebody was asking about Cylon cockpit upgrades, and I think you might be the guy, because I believe you've done that before, updated the cockpit in that ship. So if you can let us know where you got those parts, that would be great.
Yeah, pretty sure this is the first time I'm seeing some of these photos. But some of them I have seen before.
Let's see. Steve Martin saying, such an impressive build.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get back to... Let's chat for a minute. So we do have a couple of problems that we've discovered tonight. Let me just zoom in on this here, so you can see that registry.
Oh yeah, that's quite small.
And then, so let me flip my camera around here. So let's put it not like that. Let's put it like this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And go back in on it. Okay, like that.
It's a good view.
Okay, and then let's kind of toggle between that and that. That and that. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's noticeable.
Very much so.
And actually, let me go back to this, and we're lining it up with the outside windows, the outside dormers. Okay.
Right.
So now, look how much smaller that is in comparison to that.
Yeah, because it has to be out so far because of those transport emitters.
So let's...
Wolf is wondering how much it would be for the buying the kit.
So the 650 kit, last I heard, runs about 1,800 USD. I think the 1,000 scale runs about I'm not sure. Runs about 1,200 USD, maybe. I'm not sure. You cannot quote me on that.
Yeah, they are a nice large kit, mind you. So, Andrew, the question is it worth talking to your client again? I don't think I saw him in chat tonight.
No. Well, the first question is, can I do something about it?
Spacing them out wouldn't really, I don't think would really do you much good.
What I cannot do is...
AK is here. Good evening, AK. Yeah, Jody says it seems to be a slightly different arc.
Yes.
And Todd says also, says, oh man, that decal needs to be redone.
So let me
Jody says it also doesn't appear to have red lines.
What doesn't appear to have red lines?
I think he means the decal. Maybe there's not as apparent.
So the decal does. It's just very thin. There we go.
Yeah.
That just does not look right.
Well, Todd says when Stephen D and I worked on the custom registries for the Fan Home D, we went back and forth probably a dozen times to get the bottom one sized and curved properly. Stamps 45 is here. He says, wow, nice shot.
Okay, well, let's do a thing, okay? So maybe this is not going to be the final tonight. Maybe we're not going to get all these decals down. Maybe we need to solve this problem.
Todd says, I have the artwork if you need it.
What format do you have the
What format is it in?
What format is it in? That's the question.
You have the ability to print your own decals, right?
Well, no, not with white.
Oh, okay. I suppose you're right.
White is the issue.
Todd says PDF, I think. Let me check.
If it's PDF, that's not really going to help because I'm going to have to resize it anyway. Okay. We're reworking the live stream here on the fly. We're going to try to work the problem. And yeah, let me reset everything here on okay.
Stamp says at least the numbers are right.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we've got right here. Okay, so I cannot wait to have the artwork that Keith has altered, and then Keith to reprint something and then send it to me. I cannot wait that long. So that is off the table. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can paint that lower registry. I think we're back to painting the lower registry.
Wow, just like the original plan.
Because
if you can make it work, it looks great.
I painted the is it the lower? Might be the lower escape pods or the upper escape. There were some escape pods. No, it's the redone escape pods. So these escape pods right here, these ones here,
Yeah,
they were missed on the when I went and painted them on. And so while I was putting the decals on, I had to then go back and paint these on. These were clear coated over the mask.
Yeah.
And they turned out the best. Wait, can you even see on camera where I'm pointing?
Yeah, I can see exactly where your finger's pointing. It's at the bottom of the screen, but we can see it just fine.
Okay, so these were clear coated after the mask went on. And these came out the best out of any of the escape pods. So if I matte coat between layers, I might be able to get a clean registry on there.
Well, Jody's got a good idea too.
What's Jody's idea?
Make a mask for the white paint, paint the base, and print and apply decal.
Yeah, there is that option. That's going to be a challenge to get the. Okay, Todd sent me. Okay, what? Let me see what format these are in here.
Michael's here. He says, "Now this will be an adventure. You have masks or need to design / make them."
I will have to make masks for them. Which the making of the masks is so okay. So they're PNG.
And Doug Smith is asking, "Can you design and print your appropriate decal, Andrew?"
Sorry, what did he say?
He was asking, "Can you design and print your appropriate decal, Andrew?"
I can't print white in the shop. If I could print white, it would be a completely different story. Let me check something here quickly. You know what? Okay, so I need to check something online. If you're new to my channel and you're not familiar with how we run the live streams, we will typically run 2 commercials during the live stream, but I choose when they go so that YouTube isn't pestering you with ads. So I need to do a quick Google search here for something. Let me run an ad while I do that.
All right.
And anybody who doesn't get the ad's going to be around for it. We have a print shop in town called Gilmore Reproductions. Gilmore Reproductions. Digital printing. I'm wondering if they have UV printers.
Something to check on?
Yeah, which I'm not going to be able to check on until I wouldn't be able to check that until
Jody's asking, can you use the same artwork for a cutting machine as the decal?
No, it has to be. So I can import, and I haven't tried this yet. So for either way, the decals will be vector artwork. I will do those up as vector artwork. And because when you resize, when you rescale them, it's just a matter of math on the computer side. There's no image quality loss when you downscale, upscale. It recalculates everything and fills in the blank. So you retain your quality whether you upscale, downscale, whatever. So it will be done in vector artwork, and then I can import from vector artwork into the printing, into the cutting software. So there is that. I've never done it before. Indoor out trade.
And Todd's kind of mentioning the same thing Jody had mentioned earlier. He said, can you outline the text, cut that as a template, and paint the white, then just decal the blue, black, and red?
Yeah, what I'm going to have to do... sorry, let me just... can you outline the text, cut that as a template?
Sorry.
And paint the white, then just decal the... Yeah, so I'm going to have to pull out the paint mule, if I still have it, because I might have gotten rid of it. I don't remember. Did I get rid of it? I cleaned house. You know what? I might have gotten rid of the paint mule.
Oh, okay.
Because it was in the way. I might just have to try on a piece of styrene or something. Piece of styrene, a section of styrene should work as a test. Okay. Let's start out by getting the sizing that we're going to need. Now, what we're going to do...
So did anybody get a commercial break? Sorry about that.
Okay. One moment. I need to... does Gilmore Reproductions in Kingston, Ontario have a UV printer?
Stamp says, wow, what a great paint job on the model anyways. Yes, that Aztecing, just, it turned out great.
Okay, so Google thinks they do. To print white. Gilmore Project in Kingston, Ontario. So, yeah, it does not list a specialty UV flatbed or roll-to-roll white ink print. Okay.
Yeah, AK, I'm not seeing it. AK.
So I'm going to have to... Oh, what's that?
AK was just saying, is it just me or is Andrew's face cam not in sync with his voice? Jody says affirmative.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8.
I mean,
12, 9, 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1.
It looks good to me. I mean, it's synced up for me.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start.
Well, it's better than starting in the middle. Yeah, Trent was saying it's out of sync as well.
I don't even think the curve is accurate.
No, that's, yeah, Jody had mentioned that too.
Okay, well, let's import. So the curve is a lot more shallow than the artwork that Todd has sent me. So how am I wanting to do this? Okay, Let me recombobulate my my ventral quadrilateral matrices here, and realign the dilithium chamber so that I can
Todd said he fired off to you his layered PSD file. Maybe that will work.
Okay. PSD is that Photoshop?
I couldn't tell you.
Photoshop document. Okay. Let's see if I can open that up in Inkscape here. Or let's see if I can open it up in GIMP. That might be... Okay. Okay, so it wants to default to GIMP. I'm just reorganizing my screens here so that I can throw the work up on screen. Interesting.
Is it working?
Okay. Here's what I have.
Right.
And
So you kind of have the different layers.
I don't see the different layers. Which is probably because it's a Photoshop file being brought into GIMP.
Yeah.
Unless there's something I'm not seeing here, because I've got my channels, my paths, there's nothing there. My layers, I'm wondering if it's just not able to...
Todd's asking, yeah, he says, want me to export it as vector?
Oh, could you? Ooh, could you? Well, do you want to just come into the stream so we can talk? My tea is freezing cold now. So what I'll do, like once I get the vector art, he's eating pizza. Okay. Well, let me. Okay. Let me close this. I said, let me close it.
It's thinking.
Discard changes. Okay, I can close that. Okay, let's open Inkscape. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, as we have black screen right now.
Yeah. Takes a minute to open, and it might even open on the screen behind me.
That reminds me, I forgot to ask you, did you find that part you dropped on the floor last week?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't pulled everything out from. I haven't had a chance. My week has been crazy ridiculous. So I have not had a chance to pull everything out from underneath that desk and look.
Oh, okay.
So it is opening. Oh, it's opening like full 49-inch screen width here. And it's taking a moment. Okay. It's taking a moment. Okay. Let me get it on to... there we go. Okay, so did I save? Did I save the PNG? that he sent. It's not in downloads. Oh, and I'm going to have to. I don't know. Nothing's where it belongs now. Okay. Just a moment. Bear with me here. We are changing things up on the fly.
Yeah, AK, I kind of figured that. AK saying, Ken, you were watching it on Restream. That's why you do not have the delay. He said it's delayed on YouTube.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure what would be causing that.
I don't know if you want to... Like, the face cam, is it an actual cam or is it a phone?
Face cam is actually a face cam.
Okay. Yeah, Jody says add registry marks around the design for each layer so you can line them up during application. And Russ, I just want to say those photos you put up there in general, that looks really cool for that rover.
Interesting.
There you go. Todd says loses the color in SVG format, but you can figure it out. And he said sent.
Okay. Open with Inkscape. Oh. Opening it with Inkscape. I think we have. There we go. Well, let me throw this back on the screen. Okay, we have vector art. They're all individual sections. Okay. Oh, you guys have the You've got the serifs.
Well, depends. The if that was for the television version.
Well, the serifs is something that we want to fix as well,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Well, let's select all copy, and let's go to our blank page. Let's paste it on here, see how big it is. Okay. Let's just start by seeing how wide this is. And I'm assuming these are millimeters here, 74.95 in width. Let's go. So we need the whole thing to be about 130. Oh, you can see that. Sorry. I was measuring the saucer. So let's do total width 130, and we're locking that. And it might take a while here
to figure that out. Stamp says, you guys are going where no Starship has gone before.
Okay. Theoretically, this should be the right size. I need some paper. I need to figure out what I can, where I can plug my printer in, or do I have enough USB to reach my? I don't, but I have an extendicator. Let me use my extendicator. Is my little face cam thing still on?
Your face cam's on.
Okay.
So you keep walking by the camera.
Okay. I am extendificating my printer to my computer. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to get some paper because I've run out of paper here. So I'll be right back. So the nice thing about the vector artwork is that I could measure the saucer, put those measurements into the software, and it just resized everything in scale, keeping everything in proportion and the quality and everything like that. So the first thing we're going to do...
Todd's yelling at you. He says it's supposed to have serifs. Dang it.
So Todd, we went through this. Okay, let's pull that up again. Oh, come on. Where are we here? Documents, Enterprise D, reference photos. We determined that it was in fact non-serif on the model for the movie.
Oh, and Todd says you stretched it.
I stretched it?
I think he means when you enlarged the 1701D there.
Because it was locked. It should have maintained all the... So it's this... Oh, let's back it up. It's this shot here, which you can't see it yet. But where's my screen? Where's my screen capture? Here it is. Where's my control? There it is. That's not what I want. I want color adjust.
And we can't see the writing with the stuff on the screen.
Right. Can you see that?
We can see it.
So that's where I'm losing track of all my screens because there's too many things on this. Okay. So clearly, so this is the Generations redo of the model taken directly from the movie, and it doesn't have the serifs. The other spot, let me just put that back. The other spot we found where you can see...
Oh, Joey's asked if you can get rid of the bear.
Oh, is the bear still up? What? Bye-bye, bear. So this is the other spot, and you can see it. And this has the serif, but it's the It's a shot that they took right from Encounter at Farpoint, and it's the pre-generations paint job, which you can tell just by the coloration of these Aztecs, and it does have the serif. So it did have the serif before in the TV show. It did not have the serif in Generations. Okay, so let me go back here. Oh, I need to fix my. Where is it here? I need to fix my.
Yeah, so Todd said you had stretched it. He said let it change the height with it, scaling.
Okay, so.
And also your contrast, your picture is really super bright now.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to fix that right now. I'm just trying to find the settings window in order to put that back. There we go. Done. Okay, so if I step this back.
And Todd said as long as you locked the ratio.
Okay, so it's locked here. Height and width is locked, right? So what I say, 130 is the width. So you should see that 13.94 change when I put the 130 in here. So it's up to 23. So that should be that should have done it. That should have kept everything the way it's supposed to be. We're going to print this. I'm going to cut it out of the paper. We're going to lay it down on the model, and we're going to see if we have this thing the right size.
Doug says my brain hurts. And Todd's saying that's some BS right there. As far as the D goes, I'm sure that's what he's talking about.
Hey, I can only go with what's on the screen, right? Let's see. The plans on my wall have the serif.
Yeah, Todd says that shot is pre-generations.
So the one with serifs is pre-generations. The one without serifs is the redo for generations. And the renderings in the technical manual of the ship do not have the registry on it.
Todd says, "Well, someone boo-booed on the D. Don't let you not fix it. Make your own canon."
Okay. So we have, everything is in the wrong place on my screens. So we have this.
You can see it looks a lot bigger than that decal you have cut out there.
Yeah, so I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to lay it down on the model, and we're going to see if we've got the sizing correct, because we have to get the sizing correct, and we want to see if the curve works with this particular version of the ship, and by that I mean the Helios.
Todd says, "Okay, just making sure it looks okay."
Yeah, no, I did think of that, but I also wasn't entirely sure that the software did everything the way it was supposed to. So if you saw something that didn't look right, I want to make sure it's correct and it's accurate. Okay. Let's go over to the ship. And so this is the decal. Okay. And that
looks like it might be a little bit too wide. Not by a whole lot, but
Well,
just a
here,
couple millimeters.
Because remember what were, where did my, oh, it was a screen capture.
Yeah. Jody says too big now. Yeah.
Let me trim it down here, and then we shall see. Because it did go window to window.
Yeah.
And if we downsize it, we're downsizing it by just a couple millimeters.
Yeah, I don't think
really.
it'd be more than maybe
so
a couple millimeters. Jody says take a half a centimeter, but I think a half a centimeter would be too much.
Yeah, that would be way too much, I think. Let me not waste this paper.
Because I'm just thinking of the picture there that you had of the bottom, and it was only like a couple millimeter off the edge of the windows there.
Yeah, so this is the where's my screen? This is the picture we were looking at. And it's not centered. I think we will center it.
Good, because I was starting to think I was the only one thinking that it wasn't centered.
We're going to center it. Okay, so let's go back to the escape of ink. That's the wrong file. This is the one we want.
Also, Todd wants to make note that printers can resize even when you tell them not to. Just FYI.
Yeah, well, I did basically go corner to corner, so I'm not surprised it's a little bit bigger than we might want it. So let's go 128. Make sure it's locked. And that's not right. Width is 128.
Okay, Todd said he learned that from when he was templating his 1989 Batmobile gun pit mod.
Somehow insert got turned on me. Ah, it's still on. Where is it on my real computer? On my insert, where are you? I don't even see it.
Todd says, since you're not putting chat on screen, Ken, maybe watch the chat in YouTube to get better reaction time. Well, I am putting some things on screen.
Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Let's print that. And I need to warm up this tea. It's already 10:22 and we haven't put a single decal on this thing tonight.
Not yet. And that was kind of the main objective for tonight.
Yep. We've kind of gone down the rabbit hole.
Yes. Well, I mean, this is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. We've gone down the rabbit hole of accuracy.
Yeah, that decal you had was just, too short.
It's fine for the other one because it's a different ship, different name. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This is the Enterprise. It needs to be pretty close. If we can do it. Okay. So where are we here?
Let's see here. Jody says, if you want to continue working, you can join my stream.
Yeah, I only have so much time Saturday nights because I do have to be at work early in the morning.
And you did say you are tired.
Yes, I am. Let's go back here.
I think that looks good.
That's a 2 centimeter. That's a 2 centimeter change.
You mean millimeter?
2 millimeter change. Not centimeters.
You'd be back where you started.
And I mean, if we place it like it is on the Enterprise there, you have about the same gap over here. So if we center it, this is what it looks like.
And Jody agrees that he says that's perfect.
Okay. So now let's find out how I import this into Silhouette Studio. Actually, so let's save it first so we don't lose it. We might just have a serif on the bottom. That's fine.
Paul Tackett's here. He says, sup. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. That's not what we planned it to be. We're going down the rabbit hole tonight. Okay, so I'm going to save it. And somewhere around here, a save window is going to come up, and I won't be able to find it. There we go.
Paul said
so we're going to do...
Paul said the notification didn't go off for, I guess, for your stream.
No? Weird. Enterprise D lower saucer registry. And where are we? We're in decals. I don't want to be in decals. I think I want to be in masks. Save. And then let's bring in Silhouette Studio, which is the cutting software.
No, Paul, I had asked him earlier. He did not find that piece that fell on the floor.
Not yet, but I also haven't done a deep dive look to find it yet. So the jury is still out on that one. Problem is it's painted gray and the floor is gray. So if, my best hope for finding it is that it's sitting white side up. Let me close a few things that don't need to be open here.
Paul said, sounds like soundboard setup. And Todd's asking how the curvature
What sounds
is.
like soundboard setup? Curvature looks good. I think curvature is the least of our issues on this one. Now, can I open or will I need to import? That is the question.
Paul says to use a black light, I guess, to look for that part. If you have a black light.
Yeah, I thought about that. Okay. I'm going to do a quick Google's. How do I import an SVG into Silhouette Studio? To import SVG files into Silhouette Studio, you need designer, editor, or hire. Check. Go to File, Open, or drag and drop the unzipped file onto your canvas. Okay, that we can do. Drag and drop the unzipped. Okay. Let me find it here.
And for those of you watching, don't forget that after this stream, Jody will be online with Trek Mods.
Hey, did I? Oh wait, you're not even on the right thing here.
No, we're still just looking at the. Yep.
That's not what I want you to see. This is what I want you to see.
All right then.
Oh. Okay. And then how do I turn SVG artwork in Silhouette Studio into cuttable lines? Google's great because SVG files are already vector graphics. You do not need to trace them. If cut lines are missing or not showing up, you just need to activate them in the send panel or ensure your software. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this works. So I need to unplug my
your printer.
Unplug my printer and plug in my cutter. And hopefully that one is long enough to reach.
Yeah, Paul's asking vinyl letter cutting.
Yeah, vinyl cutting, yeah. I can move some stuff around here. I don't need, at least if the stream ends, it's because I unplugged a USB cable.
Well, don't do that then. And
when you have a plethora of USB ports available, but you're a live streamer, and most of them are already spoken for.
While you're getting all this set up, would you like to run another commercial break?
Yeah, let me run another commercial break, and we will see if this works. Okay, running a commercial break. There we go. We'll see who gets a commercial there. Okay, so I'm turning on the cutter. I need to throw some vinyl on the cutting mat because I'm going to get the best results. Here, let me switch over to face cam here.
Paul's saying, I'm guessing because I came in midstream.
Guessing what?
I think he's maybe thinking he's a jinx or something.
Well, we are literally working on the fly here because okay, for anybody catching up on what's going on, I can talk. You can kind of see me walking around.
We sure can.
What happened is that the original decal that we got from, oh, sweet, I have some vinyl cut. Perfect. I forgot about that. Now, where did I put the mat? The mat's on the Enterprise. So we, the original decal, the artwork that Lou did the artwork for. Which way is this going? This is the right way. Got it. It's too small. The decal is too small, and it's noticeably small. And I can't make a new decal because I can't print white. It's a solution I need to deal with. I need to be able to print my own white decals in the shop. But that will come, like there's lots of things I need, and it'll come when the money is available for it in the shop, which is not right now.
So I had misquoted Paul there. He's actually says, guessing what Andrew was doing is what he was guessing. He said, I'm guessing because I came in midstream. So he meant guessing at what you're doing. But now you've kind of explained it.
Yeah. So let's see if this actually cuts properly. We're going to bring the speed down on the cut. It's on the print cut, so it should. It's on the cutting mat, and I don't have my face cam up.
No, you don't.
So it's on the print. The vinyl is on the cutting mat, which I get the best results, the best accurate results when it's printing on the cut mat and at slow speeds. So let's run a cut of the mask. And let's see what happens, because I need to know that it's going to, because this is something I've been intending to do for a while now. I've been intending to bring vector artwork I've done in Inkscape into my cutting software and cutting it from that. So I haven't done this yet. So this is a test.
It's a proof of concept
of that. It's proof of concept for that as well. So it'll take a moment to cut. So while it's cutting, are we caught up on chat?
We are. Yep.
We're all caught up on chat?
Yeah, we're all caught up on chat.
Well, why don't we quickly discuss the topic that everybody has been wondering?
Yeah, it's true.
What's the question everybody's been wondering?
It's true. That's not Andrew's true hair color. It's actually been gray for years. He's been dyeing.
No. I'm surprised nobody has asked in the chat yet. What did I think of this week's episode of Strange New Worlds?
I do recall Todd, you and Todd talking about it briefly.
What's Paul saying here? Paul is saying, use a toner printer and print on a clear label and use a toner foil to change the toner letter to white. Now, I do have a white. Do I? No. I mean, I could order a white toner ink cartridge for my printer. The problem is that you would have to print it once with the white layer and then print it a second time with the color layer. Or, I mean, you could just substitute black for, like, substitute the white spot with black toner, like black spot. But I'm not sure if the color uses it. I could do it in one print if the toner didn't use any of the black toner in creating the color of the, like, if it didn't, you know what I mean? If it didn't make use of the black toner in making dark colors, and I'm not sure. I might have to do some research on that. But yes, I could get white toner cartridge for my printer. But and if that was the case, then I could print my own decals. But the other issue there is, it's not just the white areas that are shown that you want white in your decal, because you want the whole underneath of the decal lined with white. So you'd still have to run the sheet through twice. And my printer here is not a high enough quality printer to be able to run it twice with proper alignment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul's saying make a vinyl stencil and paint.
Yeah, so that's what we're working on. and it did not cut well.
Oh, geez. Okay. Paul also didn't like that episode of Strange New Worlds. He said it was blah. Is your blade depth set correctly and everything?
It should be. Looks like it is. Now I'm going to go, I'm going to make an adjustment. So you can see that. Let's go back to design.
Yeah.
For some reason, it is seeing a line. Let me select all. There is no box around the lettering.
Right.
Or is there?
Like as far as cutting, or where's the image?
Okay. I think I got rid of it. There was a box around the lettering, so it cut a box around it, but I don't want a box around it. So yeah, so it broke some of the pinstripe lines.
Okay.
So I mean, I could. I'm going to try printing this again.
Printing or cutting?
Cut. It's essentially a printer that cuts instead of.
Right.
Okay, so it's vinyl matte, auto blade, and should be fine.
Okay, well, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
I'll run it through again, and we'll see what happens. I just have to run it past the point where I cut it last time. And I've lowered the speed to 1 instead of 2. So
it is cutting a layer for the pinstriping then as well in there.
Yeah,
okay.
So if if I zoom in,
Yep.
or there you can see all those red lines is what I zoomed in too far.
Right. But yeah, all those red lines around each part of the stencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, stencil.
The only thing is it is making some weird line choices here.
Really? You have to go in and touch it all up by hand on the.
If this cut doesn't work, I might have to do that. But now that we have the right size, I might be able to just redo this over top of the artwork. That way we can keep the size, and my face cam is not on. There we go. So we can keep the size. Okay, so it is cutting. So what did I think of level 5 transporter accident? Well, I I did actually look to see if we had a puppet at work that looked enough like me that I could put glasses on and then start the live stream with a puppet instead of me. I did consider that. There's a lot of controversy about the episode online, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who has not seen it yet. So I won't. What I will say is that I struggled watching it most of the way through. It was a real struggle to watch. Redeemed only by the last 10 minutes of the episode. The last 10 minutes of the episode made the rest of the episode watchable. But you don't understand that until you get to the last 10 minutes. Maybe even the last 5 minutes? Have you seen it?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. So again, reasons why I don't want to spoil anything. So like I want things to make sense in universe, right? And how do you make the entire crew being turned into puppets make sense in world? And really, you can't. And so some people are saying that they don't like what they did at the end because they didn't go all in with it. I think that the last few minutes of the episode redeemed the episode. But my biggest problem with the episode is they wasted 1 of 10 episodes that they have for the entire season doing puppets. And I think that that episode slot could have been better served doing something else. That's what I'm going to say. And my that's the same. Yeah. I'm zoomed quite. I'm zoomed quite far in, but I am seeing like some weird things happening on the cut. So I will zoom out and if I zoom it out to the size necessary, like that matches, you can't see the individual line cuts. So I'd have to go back to the design, which I don't want to do while it's printing. Sorry, I was just responding to
Todd.
To Todd's comment there. Yeah, I think that it was a choice to waste 1 of their 10 episodes doing puppets. Just like how I feel about the Griffin incident. Have you seen that one?
No, I have not.
So you haven't seen any of them this season?
No, I haven't watched this season yet.
Okay. So the Griffin incident, they go on to an abandoned starship. Things happen. They go back to the Enterprise. Episode's done. That episode. Oh, this cut better.
That's the horror episode.
Yes.
Jody's.
For me, it was just a matter of why.
Yeah,
just why.
Jody said it could have been just a short sequence with the puppets.
Okay. Now, I think what like Jody, did you see it? Did you watch it? Or sorry, was it Jody that said it could have been a short sequence?
Yes, that was Jody.
Yeah. So Jody, did you see the episode? That's I'm just wondering if you're speaking from like from the perspective of having seen the episode.
Yeah, Paul says yes, that was wasted film, oxygen, and brain cells.
I mean, so if let's say that the season had 15 to 20 episodes, then I would not have had a problem with them playing around with what they did. I wouldn't have had a problem with it. My problem is that they wasted 1 of only 10 episodes when the next season is going to be the final season and it only has 6 episodes total. They've wasted one of these episodes doing this.
And Spratling says it's like the last couple of seasons of Community, where it's nothing but tribute episodes.
Yeah, I haven't watched Community, so I wouldn't be able to speak to that at all.
Great show. It was a great show.
Yeah.
Todd says if it's a dream sequence, I quit.
Well, I can't tell you it's a dream sequence because I don't want to give away spoilers, but.
And Jody says, yes, I did.
Okay.
Paul says the Griffin was not bad.
Was I frozen there for a moment?
What's that?
Was I frozen there for a moment?
Sorry, I was reading comments. I think you did glitch a little bit there.
Okay. Like I said, my biggest problem with the Griffin, again, I think it was a waste of an episode slot, because essentially without giving away too much, I mean, I can't give away the plot because there was no plot, but they find a ship that had been lost. They go over to the ship. So Spock, Lon, and Kirk, and stuff happens on the ship. The horror stuff happens on the ship, and then they get rescued by the Enterprise. That's it. It's like there was no point to the episode. It didn't do anything for the series, like for the series at all. So that's my biggest issue with that episode, and it's like a waste of a slot in my mind.
Ben says
I think a lot of people loved it, and that's great. A lot of people liked it. That's great. I just didn't see the point of the episode.
Ben says puppets could have been cool if they had, for instance, 200 episodes.
Yeah, and done exactly what, like the same kind of thing that Stargate
did. That's what he says. He said that's a Stargate reference for those of you who haven't seen it.
They did puppets, but they did it in a great way, and it was only like a couple moments. It was like maybe 2 minutes out of the whole episode. And it was funny, and it was they didn't take it too seriously. It was fun, and it was great. This is just to me it was just a waste of a episode slot, of which there are only few.
Jody says, as soon as the guy woke up in sickbay, I knew what the ending would be like.
Yeah.
Paul's asking, didn't Buffy do the puppet thing first? I'm not too sure who did it first.
Didn't Buffy do what thing
the
first?
Puppet thing. The puppet? Like doing an episode with puppets?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't watched Buffy. I'm aware of it. I've seen bits of it, but I've never watched the series or anything like that.
And Paul is asking, Andrew, did you like the art I sent you?
I had a look at it. Again, my week has been just absolutely slammed. And you sent more. I'm just going to look to refresh my memory here. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, because it's kind of like more of the Bears, and some of them had the Starfleet uniforms. Yeah.
Jody says it's like different teams of writers and producers make each episode. The only constant is the actors. He said, except when the actors are puppets. And then Paul's asking, Stargate did a puppet episode?
Stargate did a puppet episode, yes. How am I applying this? I think I have to.
Although Doug is right. Doug says Muppets did it first. Pigs in space.
Okay.
Like, are you going to want to do it as 2 different layers?
So I'm going to have to cut it multiple times.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be able to salvage the interior bits to be able to put them back on.
Paul says Buffy did the first musical.
No.
So you're going to have to weed it first?
Yeah, I'm going
to... don't forget Jody's comment earlier about making sure you put in some register marks. So you can make sure it's lined up each time.
Oh, that's like, I'm not sure what he means, but aligning it every time is not going to be the issue. Once I get the outside aligned, it's not going to be an issue because the outside masking will stay on the entire time. If that makes sense. So the outside masking is going to be the base masking, and that's going to be shot with the clear coat to lock everything in, and then it's going to be hit with the white, which will be the base coat that everything else goes on top of. Where's my cutting mat?
Ben says the whole episode, they did an episode where they made a large number of clips similar to other franchises, and the last bit was marionettes simulating Team America World Police.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean they did a segment of like Star Trek on the bridge of the Daedalus, and
by the way, you have about 5 minutes left.
So we really are not getting much accomplished tonight, other than kind of working through the problem. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut another. Let me get to the face cam here. Because I didn't think through.
Paul needs to see which episode of Stargate that is.
So it's episode 200 of SG-1. So I've been having to cut that again. And then I'll have to weed. I think I'm going to have to weed it on there. And so that I can just place the outside. So just to talk through that a little bit, what I will do is the outside masking. Let me just weed a little bit of this one here. The one that didn't get cut well.
Jody's saying you can go over if you have to. He says, I'm not going to get ready. Or he says, I'm going to get ready. Sorry.
So I'm gonna remove everything that's inside, and it's just gonna be a large piece with the NC with the everything taken out. So all of the fine lines and everything will be taken out, and that will go down. It'll get matte clear coat, and then it'll get white coat. And then I will put the masking. I will cut another piece, and I will one at a time transfer using the transfer film the innards of each section back into that exterior mask on the model. And then I will remove the portion of the mask that I need to put the paint down on. Then I will clear coat it again, and then I will put that color down. And then I will cut another mask, and I will put those pieces back in. The last bit that gets painted will be the red pinstripe, because I'm not putting the pinstripe back in. The white will remain there the entire time, so it will be protected. So it'll be white, blue, the dark blue, and then it'll be the red. And the red will be the final, and it'll get matte coated each stage all the way through, and that's going to protect from any sort of paint leak underneath the masks. And that's the big thing that we have to avoid. As long as the pinstripes cut properly on the masking, we should be okay. But I wasn't planning on doing it like this. This is a much more time-consuming way of doing it. But I think that the decal provided just is not gonna cut it.
Way too short.
Way too. It's just scaled too small. I'd be curious to go back to see if that's what Lou put on the bottom of his. Must be. It has to be.
That's what he's got printed.
But if you look at the studio model, that's just not right. So.
And if you look on the bottom of the screen right now, you'll see the HTM schedule running by.
Yeah, you will. I keep adjusting that speed because the speed goes by way too fast to be able to talk through it.
So there's all the times in Eastern times. Sundays as the HTM group. Mondays is Dawn's modeling desk at 9 p.m. Tuesdays at 7 is Keith over at Bricks and Sprues. 9 p.m. is Ian at Pit Stain Hobbies. Thursdays at 8 p.m. is Aligning the Stars. Friday at 9 p.m. is the HTM group.
Keep going.
Saturday, 9 p.m. is Canadian Starships, followed by 11 p.m. Check Mods. I thought you were trying to interrupt me. You had something to put in there.
So right now, let me just double check. And Jody, I'm going to be out of your way here in a moment. I want to see how that's cut, and then we will get out of your way. But Jordan at Aligning the Stars is only 23 subscribers away from that critical 1,000 subscriber count. So if you are not yet subscribed to Jordan's channel at Aligning the Stars, make sure that you go do that, because we need to get Jordan above that 1,000 subscriber count so that he can activate his full monetization on his channel, because YouTube is moving the goalposts yet again. They're gonna make it twice as hard from a viewer hour perspective to get the monetization. Okay, so it is cut. I mean, it's done. Let me get it off the cutting mat. Let me make sure it cut okay.
All right, Jody says, I'm ready. He says, can take whatever time you need. I shouldn't need much once I'm done here, Jody.
Okay. So there it's cut. Let me just see if I can angle this in a way that you can actually see it on there.
I can make it up barely.
Yeah, so if I angle the light just right, you can see it there. So what I'm going to do, I don't have time to do it on stream right now, but I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to remove all the innards like that. And I'm going to place that bulk mask down on the saucer in the place where it needs to go. And then, again, we'll clear coat it. We will white coat it. We'll put masking back on, remove the blue section, clear coat it, blue coat it, put the mask back in, remove the area for the red pinstripe, clear coat it, red coat it, and then everything comes off. And hopefully we have a perfect, pristine registry. That's the hope. All right. Thank you, everyone, for spending some time here tonight with the live stream. If you've enjoyed the live stream, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to my channel or you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button today. You'll make me very happy if you do. We are currently sitting at, well, you can't see that. My roll of transfers right in the way. We have 3,138 subscribers so far. And fun note, I just had a company reach out with my first brand deal offer. So it's an airbrush company that I've never heard of before. So I'm looking at that. I am doing my due diligence, and I will possibly do a call with them to find out more. I don't like to do anything on my channel that I don't think is worth doing. So I'm going to do some due diligence on that and decide if that's worth pursuing or not. But they want to send me an airbrush and a compressor to try out on an upcoming build.
Interesting.
So we'll see how that. We'll see if that turns into anything. But thank you so much. So if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button today. You'll make me very happy if you do. But for now, my name is Andrew. Your producer tonight has been Ken. We have absolutely accomplished nothing that we set out to do tonight. But have a great night, everyone.
Good night.
See you next week. And I can't find my mouse. There we go.